Hi and welcome to Nerd Gamers. The game today we're going to be playing is Weird Worlds. Okay, let's get started then. Now, because I've been playing a lot of Faster Than Light recently, I've kind of got the bug to play this again. It's a great little game. You control a ship, you're travelling through space, whilst the objective in this game is to gather as much money as you can, equipment, and it's basically based off these little point values just at the top. The more of these points that you get, the better the score is at the end of the game. Now you can also pick up additional fleet size and stuff like that, and that contributes towards your final score. Oh, we've got some nice little pickup there. It's great because this is handy. It gives us a little radar and we can see what's going on, so we can kind of plan our route a little bit more, so we can only go to places where we might have encounters or not encounters. You kind of do have to go to some of the encounters because there's some key stuff that you've got to find. Can we just give you this? Excellent. So we lose that little object, but it was only a 1 point object. And look, there we go. We got some more, and also we've actually got an expanded cargo space. We just got the Sardinia optimizer. Right, that's quite a short distance, so we're going to check that out because it might be the Klaxon. Excellent, this is just what we want. Temporal flux shields, probably one of the best shields that you can get hold of. And as what we'll do is we'll grab the proton matrix shield, which is 3 point shield instead of a 2 point shield. And we'll see, the chromium gong, that's got to be bought. Now the nice thing is we can just swap items across 1 for 1. The pulse detonation thruster, we'll grab that. That's a 1 point engine. What we got over here? We got 2 point engines. Do we have anything better than a 2 point engine? No. Ruby laser engines. We got some better weapons over here. Now we can. That's quite a good weapon. Now I think we've got a 1 point weapon. We will swap that for the tachyon ray gun. It's about as good as we can get. We can get the nebula plow. Probably worth chucking it on board. The nebula plow means we don't have to worry about the nebulas anymore. Oh, and we could do with getting the ruby engine, if I remember this, 12 times 14 times. It'll just provide a little bit of extra speed so we can get around places just tiny bit faster. Okay, and because of this now we can just go over here and all of that stuff that would normally block us just moves out of the way. We don't have to worry about fights really now because molybdenum gun. We're going to just hit some of these smaller ones first because we can pick up some nice stuff like this, not even have to worry. Oh look, there you go, just loads of free stuff. We'll summon these guys over and see what else we can trade for, because we've got some 1 point items. We might as well get some slightly more expensive stuff. Yeah, we'll just go for that. We've got no other 1 point items we can really exchange for. No, not really. We'll take the thrusters, I suppose. Right, now we're going to actually head off into one of the combats, because we've got a really nice thing here, the Zorg. Oh, that's handy. Now this is an actual purchase, so we have to put down things worth the cost. So we can't just trade at a 1-to-1. Oh, hyperdrive, that has got to be bought. We want the hyperdrive. Can we afford the hyperdrive? I'm not sure if we can afford the hyperdrive. See, if we do that, we can swap that out, and then put that on. What you got? You've got the 4-point engine. Don't need that at the moment. So we can rebuy the chromium gong. Swap over there, get that 3-point item. Okay. It's kind of important now we've got hold of everything that we need. You're not actually going to have the hyperdrive. We are going to give that to ourselves. We are the better protected. So the hyperdrive is going to let us travel really quite quickly. And because we've made friends with the Zorg, we should be able to just go to any of their planets and not worry. So as you can see, we can just go over to a Zorg planet. And because we've got the hyperdrive, we can just travel in pretty much instantly. It's about 60 days. Was it 60 or 30 days? And we can just go to any one of their planets and we won't have any fights. And of course, our radar system is pretty good. As you can see, we can scan the most of the galaxy now. You can see pretty much where every single fight's going to be, and so we're just going to hop through, go to grab as much as we can from all these barren planets. Oh. Well, at least it wasn't anything really useful. Well, that was annoying. Oh, we picked up another race. Now, we'll just double check the guns. 2.2 points. They're all 2-pointers. So we helped them out, and we got ourselves a new ship, which is handy. More ship equals more things that we can have in a fight. Yeah, we'll hire him. We actually have to give him a weapon. Oh no. Can we just give him a 1 point? There we go. Got a small... I'll swap that. I know, he can't use anything but that. Quite a weak gun. But we'll just hop around. We've got 20 years and we're now just going to just race through this. Multi-missile launcher. So we're going to replace our 2-point missile launcher. Can we not get any of these? If I give you a double missile launcher, can we swap? Aha, there we go. We can slightly improve his weapons. That's a 3-point gun. Let's just make sure. So we've got a 5-point gun there, a 4-point gun there, and a 3-point gun there. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. We got a strong fleet. We've got well armed. Could probably do with better shields though. But it's 60 days to travel from place to place. Nebula extent counter. So there you go. If you put that on, you can see exactly how big a nebula is going to be. Not that it matters, because we can just bypass it all. Oh, swap meet. Awesome. So we'll take every 1-point item that we've got, or the 2-point items, and we'll exchange... Oh, repair bot. Well, the nebula extent counter we don't need. So we've got another 3-point gun. We're actually going to give ourselves that gun. Don't suppose... Yeah, we can upgrade those particular weapons. Well, take the proton phaser beam. So we've got some fairly good stuff there. Now, if we use the Klaxar beacon, we can just check out and see if we've got anything to swap for. No, we've got no more 1-point items. So we've got a couple of swap meets just there. Now, I think we... Oh, no, we've got one more place just over here. We've covered like most of the galaxy. So what we can do here, it's quite an interesting little thing. If I just use this, and say to mirror here, we can go straight over to the planet and just completely bypass the fight. Not that we actually have to. And we've got, can you have a mnemonic sequencer? What does the mnemonic sequencer does? That's Sardinian optimizer. We don't need the plough on this ship. Oh no. Sardinia optimizer. Well, you can have a Sardinia optimizer, and then the plough can go onto this ship. Well, we got the hyperdrives. Yeah, we're actually going to keep some of the low-end engines on you because we don't need to use them. Also, it just limits us, our chances of losing them. So again, we can use the mirror, and then we can just go like that. And yeah, we can just keep swapping our enemies around. So we can just literally grab all the free stuff that's lying around on the planets. Then afterwards we can go do some fights if we want to. Ooh, interesting. We cannot seem to go to that planet. We're going to actually have to fly there ourselves. Right, and then there's just a handful of pawn shop. Now, is that a 1-for-1? Yeah, that is a 1-for-1. There's a 3-point gun. But I think, yes, we could actually do with the 3-point gun. Also, we are starting to get quite a lot of stuff together. Yeah, so yes, and we could go straight to that planet because we didn't even have to fight. So this is a handy way of actually getting to some planets. There you go, you get all, yeah, you've won a decisive victory. No, we haven't. You've conquered us. No, we just teleported your people away. And this is a swap meet, so I can literally swap everything from 1-to-1. So, again, well, oh no, this is a buy and sell. Hyperwave telescrambler. I don't know, if we get rid of some of these items, we can get like the hyperwave telescrambler, hyperfoam injector. What else have we got? We've got 3 points. We do that. Get the anti-graviton shunt. Might as well give it to ourselves. And there's just a load of useless items over there. So yeah, we've conquered a few of these races just simply by turning up. So all in all, we're kind of raided the entire universe. There's not much else we can actually do other than actually fighting. Though there is this system. I want to find out what's there. Ah, it is this ship. So what we are going to do, we are going to come along very, very slowly. Now, if we can raid this, we may be able to pick up some lot of good stuff. But it depends. Sometimes they are not actually over. Right, so what we're going to do is you are going to go there, and we're just going to start maneuvering some of these individually. Yes, that fighter can go. So we're actually going to send the fighter up. There we go, we board it. There's no one there. And there you go, for doing that we go through the... that puts you out to sleep. Signature projector. There you go, we've actually got no more room to put anything. And we've pretty much raided the entire galaxy. So I suppose we could check out some of these fights. It's about all we've got left to do. Wow, that's a big... that would be a big fight. Do we have any low point items that we can trade in for some expensive items? Or actually, do we have any 1 point items that we can pick up? No. Well, we might as well just start checking out some of these fights, see if we can actually beat them. Yeah, that's a massive fight again. Okay, let's just try over here. I don't think there's many places we can actually check. Again, this is probably why they're so amazed that we managed to defeat all their armies, because we didn't. We just... it's a great thing about that mirror, you can just like avoid those fights. Okay, then we just got a couple more places to check out, and then we might as well just go back and retire. Yeah, we're really not going to win these fights, are we? I mean, we might, with the amount that we've got on some of these ships, but I don't really want to go find out. And I'm not sure there's any real advantage from it, so I think we'll just head back home. And we'll retire. That's basically it. Yes. There's not much else we can do other than doing some ridiculous fighting. So we lose some of the initial cost, but with the amount of stuff that we brought back from our expedition, we've managed to pick up a 1907. That is my new all-time high record for the medium. So we got massive bonuses, lots of really cool stuff, and we completed Weird Worlds. Okay. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.